You may not talk about it out loud, but deep down, you feel it. The legs that once carried you through life now feel shaky just walking to the kitchen. Climbing stairs feels like hiking a mountain, and getting up from a chair, it's no longer effortless. You pause for balance, you hold on to railings, you sit longer because it's safer than standing. Most people think it's just age, it's normal, it happens to everyone. But here's the truth. It's not just age. It's the way we sit. Yes, how you sit, day after day, might be weakening your legs faster than you think. Because when your knees are locked, when your hips are tilted, when blood stops flowing, your muscles slowly begin to starve. Without fresh oxygen, without movement, without signals, they fade. It happens quietly, silently, until one day you realize your strength is gone. But here's the good news. It's not too late. This isn't permanent, and you don't need expensive equipment, gym memberships, or miracle pills. There are small, simple things you can do every day, starting today. From how you sit, to what you eat, to how you move, your legs can heal. So stay with me. This video is made for you, or for someone you love. And if something resonates, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. Because sometimes, just one small change can give someone their freedom back. Let's begin. 1. The way you sit can steal your leg strength. It sounds strange, doesn't it? How can something as simple as sitting steal the strength from your legs? But the truth is, it does. And it does so slowly, silently, almost invisibly. Here's how. When you sit for long periods, especially in a way that locks your knees or tilts your pelvis, you disrupt blood flow to your legs. Your muscles aren't getting the oxygen they need. They aren't being stretched or used. They're falling asleep. And over time, they begin to shrink. This isn't just theory. Dr. David Rubin, a renowned geriatric specialist at UCLA, has spoken about this exact issue. He calls it disuse atrophy. The kind of muscle loss that happens not because you're sick, but simply because you've stopped using them the right way. You sit on a soft couch, you lean back, your knees angle up, your legs stay still, your circulation slows, and slowly, quietly, your legs begin to fade. Your body is smart. It doesn't waste energy on what you don't use. So if you're not standing often, not climbing stairs, not stretching those leg muscles, your body says you must not need them. That's when trouble begins. You may notice it when getting up from a chair becomes a struggle, when you can't stand for more than a few minutes without wobbling, when stairs make you breathless, when your legs feel like jelly. And the biggest mistake, we blame age, but age isn't the enemy. Stillness is. The human body was designed to move, to stand, to shift, to engage. But modern life, especially after retirement, encourages the opposite. Hours sitting at the table, on the couch, in the car, watching TV, and the worst sitting position, crossed legs or leaning back, with knees raised above the hips. Why? Because this compresses your hip flexors. It shortens your hamstrings. It causes the muscles in your glutes, your power center, to turn off. And when your glutes is shut down, your lower back and knees take over, leading to pain, weakness, and instability. This is why so many older adults fall, not because they trip, but because their legs can't catch them anymore. Now, before you panic, take a deep breath. This isn't about guilt. It's about awareness. Because once you understand the real cause, you can begin to reverse it. Start small. Every 30 minutes, stand up, stretch your calves, roll your ankles, take a few steps, uncross your legs, let your feet touch the ground flat and stable. These are not exercises, they are signals. Signals to your body that you still need your legs. And when the body hears that signal, it responds. It rebuilds. It heals. Your muscles may be sleeping, but they are not gone. Not yet. You just need to wake them up. So ask yourself, how have you been sitting today? And what can you change right now? Because the strength in your legs might be waiting for you to simply shift your posture. And that's just the beginning. In the next part, I'll show you the most surprising vegetables that not only stop leg muscle loss, but actually help rebuild strength, one by a bite at a time. But first, take a moment to stand up. Feel your weight. Feel your legs holding you. That's your starting point. 2, the 7 powerful vegetables that rebuild leg strength one bite at a time. Now that you've stood up, now that you've felt your legs carry your weight again, let's talk about what feeds them. Because the truth is, leg strength doesn't begin in your muscles. It begins in your meals. Your legs need energy. They need repair. They need protection from inflammation, and all of that starts with what you eat every single day. The most powerful medicines for your legs, they're not found in a bottle. They're found in your kitchen. Let's begin with the first. Spinach. This dark green leaf is packed with natural nitrates, a compound that improves blood flow and oxygen delivery to your legs. Harvard Health explains that nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach boost nitric oxide in your blood, helping arteries expand, improving circulation, and fueling tired muscles. Many older adults suffer from heavy dragging legs, and often that's not just muscle loss, it's poor circulation. Spinach gives those tired vessels a lift. 1 cup of cooked spinach a day can make a real difference. Then comes beets, vibrant, earthy, and full of energy. Beets help your muscles use oxygen more efficiently. WebMD confirms beet juice improves endurance, even in older adults, by enhancing mitochondrial function in the muscles. It's like giving your legs a second wind. Try half a cup of roasted beets or a small glass of beet juice in the morning. Now let's talk about sweet potatoes. They're more than just comfort food. They're packed with potassium, which stabilizes your nerves, reduces cramps, and improves muscle contractions. Plus, their complex carbs offer long-lasting energy. No spikes, no crashes. If you ever feel your legs give out after standing for a while, it could be low potassium or unstable blood sugar. Sweet potatoes quietly fix both. Next is a humble hero, pumpkin seeds. Small, yes, but mighty. They contain magnesium, a mineral many seniors are deficient in. Magnesium helps relax tight muscles, reduce cramps, and ease nerve tension. And here's the best part. Just 1 tablespoon a day can help restore balance. Sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal or eat a small handful as a snack. Turmeric is more than a spice. It's a natural anti-inflammatory. Curcumin, the compound inside turmeric, reduces swelling in joints and muscles. A study from South Korea showed that older adults who added turmeric to their diet had reduced knee pain and better mobility in just 6 weeks. You don't need much. A small pinch in your soup or tea is enough. It's a quiet warrior that fights for your legs. Now, let's not forget garlic. It's not just for flavor. Garlic naturally improves circulation, thins the blood slightly, and delivers antioxidant power that protects aging muscle cells. It's especially helpful if you often feel cold in your feet or have tingling legs. 1 clove a day, raw or cooked, goes a long way. Lastly, we have broccoli. It's rich in vitamin K, which supports bone health, especially important if your knees or hips ache. It also contains sulforaphane, a powerful compound that helps reduce oxidative stress in muscles. Broccoli is like armor for your bones and legs. Steamed, roasted, or in soup, it protects you from the inside out. You may be wondering, do these really work? Yes, but only if eaten consistently, not once a month. Not just when you remember, but daily, 1 bite at a time. This is the slow medicine your body understands, the gentle nudge that says, I want to heal, and the body listens. So imagine this, your morning plate, a warm bowl of sweet potatoes, a sprinkle of pumpkin seeds, a side of sautéed spinach, your afternoon soup, golden with turmeric and garlic, your dinner, a stick of broccoli and beets. This isn't just food, it's a restoration plan, a strategy to win back your leg strength, naturally, gently, powerfully, because your muscles don't just need movement, they need nutrients. Every meal is a message. I still want to walk strong. And the more you send that message, the more your body responds. So which of these vegetables will you begin with? Choose one. Start small. Let your healing begin today. And in the next part, I'll show you 3 simple daily habits that activate your leg muscles, even if you barely leave the house. But first, breathe. You're already doing something powerful. You're learning how to care for the very legs that carry your life. 3. Top 3 gentle daily habits that activate leg muscles, even at home. You don't need a gym. You don't need heavy weights. You don't need a personal trainer. What you do need is to send your body a signal every single day. Because the truth is, when your legs grow weak, it's not because they're old. It's because they're silent. They haven't heard from you in a while. So today, we're going to speak to them with small, simple, powerful movements. Movements you can do right at home. Habit number 1, toe raises in the morning. The moment you get out of bed, stand tall. Hold onto a chair or the edge of your bed if needed. Then, slowly lift your heels off the ground and rise onto your toes. Hold for 5 seconds. Then gently lower. Repeat 10 times. This may sound simple, but it's a hidden gem. You're strengthening your calves, the pumps that help push blood from your feet back to your heart. You're also retraining your balance. And balance is what prevents falls. I once had a 74-year-old patient who couldn't stand still without wobbling. She began each day with just 2 minutes of toe raises. In 3 weeks, she was walking from her porch to the garden without needing to hold on. Small things done daily create real change. Habit number 2, 3-minute stair walks. No need to run, just step up. 1 stair, then step down. Do this for 3 minutes, once in the morning, once in the afternoon. Stairs engage the largest muscles in your body, your glutes, your thighs, your calves. This isn't cardio, it's circulation. Even 1 step can become your therapy. If you don't have stairs, use a low step or a sturdy block. Keep your back straight. Keep your breath steady. Your legs will know, I'm still needed. And over time, they'll respond. Habit number 3, castor oil massage before bed. You may not think of massage as muscle training, but in traditional therapies and in modern studies, warm oil massage improves blood flow, reduces inflammation, and nourishes muscle tissue. Castor oil, in particular, is rich in retinoic acid, a natural anti-inflammatory. Before bed, warm a small amount of castor oil. Rub it gently into your calves, thighs, and feet. Use circular motions. Breathe deeply. This isn't just physical, it's emotional. It's your way of telling your legs, I still love you, I still need you, Apex. Many of my older patients say it's the most comforting part of their night. Pain eases. Cramps lessen. Sleep improves. And what's more, the body begins to restore itself during rest. These 3 habits may seem small, but they are the very heartbeat of healing. Movements, signals, love. They cost nothing. They require no equipment. And they remind your muscles that you still care. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you truly took care of your legs? Not just endured them, not just wished they felt stronger, but actually spoke to them through food, through movement, through touch. Because your legs, they've carried you through every chapter of life. They've climbed stairs for birthdays, run through airports to catch flights, held you up in grief, lifted you in joy, and now they're asking for something small in return. A signal, a step, a touch, and you can give it to them, starting today. In the next part, we'll hear the true story of a woman who could barely stand, and how just a few of these small changes helped her regain her freedom. But for now, take a moment. Lift your toes, stretch your legs, and whisper to them, I'm still with you. 4. The moment of awakening. A true story of hope and healing. She was 68, lived alone in a small house in rural Indiana. Her name was Clara, and for nearly 2 years, Clara was afraid to walk across her own living room. She told me once, Doctor, it's not the walking that scares me, it's the falling, the not knowing if my legs will hold. She used to be strong, carried laundry up and down stairs, gardened every spring, held her grandbaby in her arms. But slowly, without warning, her legs betrayed her. It started with a tremble when standing, then the breathlessness after walking just a few feet, then the deep ache that settled in her knees like an unwanted guest. At first, she blamed age, then arthritis, then she simply gave up. I just thought this was how it goes, she said. But one day, something changed. It wasn't a doctor's order. It wasn't a new medicine. It was a phone call. Her granddaughter was coming to visit, 5 years old, full of energy, full of love. Clara looked at the small walker beside her bed, and she cried. She didn't want to meet her grandchild like this. She didn't want to be the sitting grandma. She wanted to cook for her, to walk hand in hand, to kneel in the garden and show her how to plant tulips. That was her moment of truth. Not of fear, not her pain, but love. That night, Clara did something she hadn't done in months. She stood up, held the kitchen counter, and slowly lifted onto her toes. She did it once, then again. It hurt, but it felt like hope. The next morning, she added 1 beet to her breakfast. That evening, she steamed broccoli with garlic. The day after, she took 2 steps up her porch stairs. 3 weeks later, when her granddaughter arrived, Clara walked out to greet her. No walker, no cane, just strength and love. They held hands. They walked to the garden, and Clara planted tulips. Sometimes healing begins with a question. Who am I doing this for? For Clara, the answer was simple. I'm doing it for her and for me. She didn't reverse time. She didn't become a gymnast, but she reclaimed something more precious, her independence, her confidence, her place in the world. And it all started with one signal, one movement, one beat. If Clara could do it, alone in a quiet house in Indiana, so can you. Because leg strength is not just about muscles, it's about freedom, about being able to go where your heart wants to go, to stand with dignity, to walk with grace, to live fully. So here's what I want you to remember. You are not powerless. You are not too old. Your body is still listening. And sometimes it just needs to hear you say, I'm not giving up on you. Because your legs, they're not done yet. In the next part, we'll talk about common mistakes that make leg weakness worse. Even healthy people fall into these traps without knowing. But for now, take a moment to reflect. Who are you healing for? Maybe it's for your grandchild. Maybe for yourself. Maybe just to walk to the mailbox without fear. Whatever it is, let that be your reason. And let today be the day you begin. 5. The mistakes that quietly weaken your legs without you even realizing. Sometimes it's not what we're missing. It's what we're doing every day without even knowing. That's making things worse. You might think you're eating healthy. You might walk around the house thinking that's enough movement. But small habits, repeated over time, become silent traps. Let's uncover them. Mistake number 1. Skipping protein at breakfast. Your muscles are fasting all night. When you wake up, they're empty, waiting to be refueled. If your breakfast is toast and tea, or worse, nothing at all, you're telling your muscles you're not needed. Dr. Stephanie Studensky, one of the top aging experts in the US, emphasizes this. Protein in the morning is essential. It turns on the body's muscle-building signal for the day. No protein? No signal. Even just 15 to 20 grams of quality protein, like eggs, Greek yogurt, tofu, or a protein shake, can stop muscle loss in its tracks. Mistake number 2. Sitting for more than 45 minutes without standing up. This one sounds small, but it's powerful. After just 45 minutes of sitting, blood flow to your legs slows dramatically. Your joints stiffen. Your lymphatic system, the body's natural detox, shuts down in the legs. Dr. Walter Bortz, a longevity expert at Stanford, once said, sitting too long is like telling your body to shut down one piece at a time. But the fix is simple. Every 30 to 40 minutes, just stand up, walk to the kitchen, stretch your calves. Even 30 seconds of movement resets your circulation. It's not about exercising more. It's about not sitting still for too long. Mistake number 3. Too much black coffee, not enough potassium. Coffee by itself isn't the enemy. In fact, 1 or 2 cups a day may help circulation and energy. But for many older adults, coffee becomes breakfast, and it's often paired with nothing. Here's what happens. Caffeine pulls water from the body. It speeds up your system, and it can deplete minerals like potassium and magnesium. The result? Muscle cramps, shaky legs, fatigue. The fix? Pair your coffee with potassium-rich foods, like a banana, sweet potato, or spinach. Better yet, drink a glass of water first, to wake your body gently. Mistake number 4. Cold exposure without leg movement. Chilly mornings, air-conditioned rooms. They may feel refreshing, but for your legs, they're dangerous if you don't move. Cold tightens blood vessels. It slows circulation and stiffens joints. If your legs are cold and still, they slowly go offline. Simple fix. Wear warm socks. Rub your legs when you wake up. Walk in place for 1 minute when entering a cold room. Movement is warmth, and warmth is life for aging muscles. Mistake number 5. Thinking light pain means stop. Many seniors stop moving the moment they feel a little ache. And I understand, pain can be scary, but not all pain is danger. Sometimes it's your muscles waking up. Sometimes it's your joints relearning movement. Of course, never push through sharp or sudden pain. But don't confuse effort with harm. Gentle, guided discomfort is part of healing, like stretching a tired rubber band, like walking through morning stiffness. If you stop every time you feel something, your body learns to give up. Instead, talk to your body. Ask it kindly. Can we try just a little more today? And most of the time, it will say yes. These mistakes are not your fault. No one teaches this in school. No one tells you your legs have rules. But now that you know, you can change the game. Tiny shifts, better habits, more awareness. Because leg strength isn't just built in gyms. It's protected in kitchens, preserved in daily choices, reclaimed through love and intention. And that brings us to the heart of this video. In the next part, we'll go back to the big picture. Why strong legs mean more than walking. They mean freedom, independence, and the right to keep living life on your terms. But for now, take this in. Your legs aren't failing you. They've just been waiting for you to notice. 6. Why strong legs mean true freedom after 60. We often talk about leg strength as if it's just physical, just muscles, just walking. But it's so much more than that. Strong legs are dignity. They are independence. They are the ability to rise without help, to leave the house on your own terms, to live without fear. Because when your legs weaken, something deeper happens. You start avoiding stairs, then you stop visiting friends, then even going outside feels risky. Slowly, silently, life begins to shrink. And before you know it, you're sitting more than moving, watching life from behind a window, not because you want to, but because your legs no longer give you the choice. But when your legs are strong, everything changes. You walk through the grocery store without needing a cart to lean on. You play with your grandchildren without hesitation. You kneel in the garden, pick up a box, dance a little in the kitchen. You live fully, freely. This isn't about vanity, it's about vitality. I've seen it again and again. The moment a senior regains strength in their legs, their eyes light up, their posture straightens, their voice grows louder, their life expands. Because strength isn't just about muscles, it's about meaning. When your legs are strong, you don't just move better. You feel more alive, you trust yourself again, you stop depending, you start deciding. One of my patients once told me, "Doctor, I don't want to be a burden, I want to feel useful again." And we started with one thing: toe raises, then a sweet potato every morning, then standing up every 30 minutes. Now, she walks her dog twice a day. She drives herself to the farmer's market. She teaches her neighbor how to make turmeric tea, all because her legs remembered what it means to be free. So let me say this to you. Your legs carry more than your body. They carry your confidence. They carry your courage. They carry your joy. And it's never too late to rebuild them. Start with one food, one movement, one moment of love for the legs that have carried you through so many years. They've taken you to weddings, to births, to heartbreaks, to celebrations. They've held you in your strongest days and your weakest. Now they deserve your care. Because when your legs are strong, you rise differently. You walk taller. You feel unstoppable. In the final part of this video, I'll wrap up the key lessons we've shared. The foods, the habits, the mistakes to avoid, and the message I hope you'll carry in your heart. But for now, I want you to believe something deeply. Strong legs are your right, not your past. You've made it to the end. But in truth, this is just the beginning. Because the journey to stronger legs is not about doing more. It's about doing the right things in small, loving steps. Let's gently recap what we've uncovered together. First, we awakened to a hidden truth. The way we sit, for too long, too still, can silently weaken our legs. We learned how poor posture, tight joints, and lack of blood flow begin the slow fade of strength. Then, we found a path back. We discovered 7 healing vegetables: spinach, beets, sweet potatoes, pumpkin seeds, turmeric, garlic, and broccoli. Each one a natural ally. Each one a message to your body you can rebuild. We added gentle habits, toe raises, stair steps, warm oil massage, small motions that say, "I still care for you, legs," and your body listens. We looked into the mirror of real life, with Clara's story and maybe a part of your story too. A reminder that love often sparks healing more than fear ever could. And we faced the truth about small mistakes, like skipping protein, or sitting too long, or drinking coffee without balance. Not to feel guilty, but to feel empowered. Finally, we returned to the soul of it all. Why strong legs mean freedom. Not just for walking, but for living on your terms. With dignity, with independence, with joy. So let me ask you, which small change will you begin today? Will it be spinach in your soup, toe raises before coffee, 1 less hour of sitting? Whatever you choose, I believe in you. Your legs are still listening. They are not past their prime. They are waiting for your signal. And if this video gave you clarity, comfort, or courage, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you love. Because one small insight can change an entire life. Now, don't stop here. There's one more silent factor that could be weakening your legs without you knowing. It happens while you sleep. Yes, your sleep position may be harming your circulation, compressing joints, and increasing morning stiffness. So in our next video, we uncover the truth behind. Warning: legs weaken if you sleep in this position after 60. It's a gentle, eye-opening lesson you won't want to miss, because healing doesn't stop at sunset. It continues through the night. Thank you for being here today. Your presence, your hope, and your willingness to change are already part of your healing. Golden health, where aging is the beginning of a deeper, freer, and more loving life.